Not exactly. Digging in now, Jonathan VR. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for San
a bouncer
Francisco,
up the middle.
The
There's
second baseman,
Baez.
Jonathan
And there's one down now.
VR.
And here's how the visiting
Batting
San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Cameron.
Well, Matt, Evan Longoria has been tearing it up lately. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run. And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Striding into the box, Jason Hayward. He begins this one with the fourth best batting average in the National League.
This guy's had a super season.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Danny, D-Row, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6. Behind 0-2 now. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Over to VR. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Batting fourth.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shot toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Batting fifth.
Here's Javier Baez. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the 2nd out.
Batting sixth.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Second inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Gerardo. Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus.
The
starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
High in the air out to center field. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. Giants down in order. Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The second baseman.
So coming to the plate, Addison Russell, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now. Hit in the air to center field. Maben is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Standing in, Darvish. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Fly ball out toward left center field. Maben is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Number 47.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this. Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that by getting a knock.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Giants. Here's Jason Hayward now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Maben is right there, 1 down.
The right fielder,
and with 1 away,
6.
we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. Windup and the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Belt is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Bryant reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knock. He's got a hitting streak going right now. He's certainly caught.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Cameron Maben now. He'll begin things here against Darvish. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hayward is going to get there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
He's out.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Castellanos is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants are down. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The first baseman, Anthony.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Looking at his career totals, Rizzo is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category.
Baez.
Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now
all right, so time for the Giants Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are playing very well in the upper minors. So a runner at first with one man gone, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Schwarber.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber on a rope to the second baseman.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Cueto pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
The pitcher, number 11.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Darvish. And their runners at the corners now. Looking to minimize the damage here. This ball will be chopped foul. Comes set with the 0-1. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the top. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been one first pitch out after another, and that's been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case today.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Another 0-2 coming. And it's fouled away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Bryant's got it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in here, the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 0-2 the count to Posey. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They trail it here 3-0.
Leading off for the Cubs.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Hit hard on the ground to second, and a good throw gets him one gone.
The right fielder, number 6.
Nick Castellanos now.
Castellanos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field, and it's gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Home run number 57 thus far. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here, as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
Number 9, shortstop.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto.
For San Francisco.
So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Mancini on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it into third base, as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So it's first and third with 2 away. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Over to Crawford at the bag, and the force play. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Please.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. 12. Brandon Crawford goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 23 driven in. Hit on the ground out to short. And he is in there. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Derek Law enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Now pitching for the Giants.
So in now for Chicago, Addison Russell. A fly out and a single for him so far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Mancini arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The pitcher, number 11.
So striding in, Darvish. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
The batter, the center
fielder.
fielder.
So digging in now, Jason Hayward. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to center field. Maben will get there, and he puts it away to... Ready for another shot now. Cameron Maben. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Belt is retired, 2 down now.
Up next for the Giants.
So in now for San Francisco, Trey Mancini. No hits to this point. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers.
And the catcher grabs it to retire. Now in the box, Nicholas Castellanos. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play. And here comes the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. In is Gerardo Parra. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp. And it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
That's in there on the outer half. 1 and 2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. In now, Evan Longoria. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out. Here's Buster Posey now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Need to get. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound. Here comes the first pitch.
Mark
takes this the other way to right. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. Ready now, Addison Russell. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Settling in now, Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Up next for the
Digging
Cubs,
in to try it again, Jason Hayward. His career numbers against Melanson, just a 1 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Now at the plate, Jonathan Villar. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Fouled away. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Another one sent foul. Last strike here for the Giants. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-0 the final score today.